Hey, you be tubers, it's Gizzy Green Fingers here, and in front of you, well, he's only got another tree for his tropical tree set up. For fuck's sake, they got fireworks going on. It's pissing it down. And for fuck's sake, well, I can't even see him. Mind you, I live in the UK now. It's probably someone with a gun. And let's look at this. This is my. Yeah, you'd think it was a what's the word I'm looking for? A walnut. You'd think it was a walnut tree. Yeah, looking at that, you'd think, oh yeah, he's got a walnut. No, it ain't a walnut. It is a nut. It is a nut, but not a walnut. Can you guess what nut it is? No, because it's not focusing. Yeah, well, let me just pause this a sec. Hey, we're back in the room. Yeah, it just threw me off. Someone doing fireworks when it's peeing it down outside. Who's going to be outside watching them? Anywho, yeah, this is a cashew nut tree. Well, plant, shall we say. It's not quite a tree yet. I bought that from eBay about 3 months ago. I've had it secretly in my other setup. And it didn't do too well when I first got it, actually. It did not do well whatsoever. And the issue was it started losing all its leaves. They actually started coming off. It had a side shoot coming out, and then that died off. Yeah. So after that, I got some of my peat-based compost, and I just put that over the top. Just put it over the top, not to make sure it didn't go over the trunk, but yeah, it went over the top, and then for about another month, it picked up. It picked up, but it was slow, and I was like, is it going to die? Have I just spent £26 with postage on this cashew nut bonsai hopeful for nothing? Well, that's what I thought. Put that down a bit. Hides more of the mould, you see. Yeah, that's what I thought. But alas, she's doing all right now. She is doing all right until probably today, because I want to repot her. Yeah. I don't like the height of this. I have not got the space to have that height of a pot. I've heard they're good pots because you can see the roots and all that, la la la. But nah, it's not for me. I wish I sort of had one of my plastic bonsai little pots, but I haven't. So it's going to have to go in this one. And I'm going to have to put you on a tripod now, because I've got the wires, because eventually I want to wire this, but after I've repotted it, it's not going to be anchored in the pot well enough to do the wiring I want to do. By God, what's he on? Well, you'll find out. We'll put you on a tripod first. That's what you'll be on. So first things first is we want to get out of this pot. So now it's peeing it down outside, so I ain't going outside to put. I'm just going to make a mess and then tidy it up when you lot have disappeared. But we'll take it off that, and we'll use a little hooky. And we'll just see if that little hooky do anything. Don't be scared. That is the just don't be scared. Because if you're scared, you're not going to go deep enough. Oh, I'm going to make such a mess. I've got an idea. Get a bag. I'm not going outside in that weather. I got to work all day tomorrow in that bloody weather. Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, that's not ready to come out just yet. deep, isn't it? God, that's very deep. You see that? I see bloody deep she is. Right, let's try and hook her out. I don't want to disturb any of the roots really, or like break them off. I mean, obviously I'm disturbing them, but I don't want to be breaking them off. Oh, I felt some go. I felt some go. I felt them. Yeah, them. I told you I did. I wasn't lying. But hopefully that'll be enough. That's like, that's obviously where the nut came from, and it started from there. So that's your soil line. But yeah, it's not got a lot of root, has it? Really. But we're going to put it in some decent bloody soil, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, how am I going to be able to anchor that down in that pot I've got? I'm not going to be able to. Crying out loud. Do you just do it now? Do you just try and wire it now while it's out of the pot? God, has anyone ever done that before? Probably not. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I think that is the only way we're going to do that. But we've got to be quick because we don't want that drying out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to use our trusty 2 bloody mil. And we will cut that with my trusty wire cutters. Oh, do we whistle then? I whistle. There's a gap between my teeth, isn't it? The buck teeth. Now, I think what we'll do is if we start wrapping that round like that, just to get an anchor on it, I'll zoom you out a bit. We'll put you up a little bit because I'm setting my back in that situation. Oh. Right, we'll do that. And then we'll probably just wire that like that. And then maybe, how delicate is that? Maybe that could go like that. God, that's a long wire, isn't it? Oh my God, how long wire that was. That's alright. You can work with it. You can work with it. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Oh God, you can. Why didn't I think of this beforehand? There we go. We got a kink. We got a kink. We can work with that. We don't have to go so crazy today because now it's in that position. As it grows, the fibres are still going in that position. So I can take the wire off and I can redo it in that same position and get an even better bend, basically. You've gone for the S shape. It looks like it. It looks like it. YouTubers. Yeah, we'll go with that. Not broke it. Not bent in any way. Well, it is bent, but it's not snapped in any way, shape, or form. I don't think it has. What's that? No, we're alright. Yeah, we're alright. Right, let's get her potted. Let's get her potted. But before, I'll just get my dustpan and brush. Just wash, just wipe away all that mess I'd made. Oh, for God's sake. There we go. And then what we do with that is we just put that in the bin. Just like that. Oh my God, he'd done it. He'd done it. I told you I would. I told you I would clean it. Right. Where are we? Right, we get this pot. Get rid of that. And yeah, we're going to have to get rid of that because that is not going to go on anything. So, yeah. That can go. Now we're going to get... Oh no, we've got this. Look at this. I bought some little mammy bonsai pots and they give me like meshes for the bottom bits. And I'm like, for crying out loud, like the holes were like even smaller than that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, why are they giving me that? So instead of using toilet paper like I always do, I'll just do that. Right, let me find my soil. I'll be right back. Right, I just found my big bag of soil. We'll zoom in a little bit so you've got a better look at that situation. Right, now I use a mix of, well, this is Shohin Akadama, lava rock, pumice, and peat moss. That is that's good. Now I've got to work out how to get that from there into the pot without making a bloody mess. And if anyone knows me, yeah, well, I'll make a lot of mess. I'm trying my hardest not to. Right. So we've got that central like that. And we ain't got, alright. Just, pardon me. Right, we'll cut that excess off there. Pow, and eat off. That's not going to be in my way anymore. That's not going to be in my way anymore. Right, now we've got to look at depth, because look, that's hard, that is. So, that was at the bottom of the pot. So you got to think, you've got no wires. So that's it in the bottom, but I want it a bit further down. So that wants to bounce back up. And if you've got no wires to secure this in the pot, alright, I know it's indoors, but it needs to start off and be secure. But then, looking at that like I've done that, we might do it like that. Ladies and gentlemen. I think we're gonna, I think we've got no option to. No, it's all about compactation. The old trusty compactation, Gizzy. Yeah, that's what I do. Just try to compact it enough. Oh, that ain't gonna. It's not going to. For crying out, how am I gonna do that? I'll just fill it up. Maybe when I water it, might have a bit more stability. It's definitely getting a dose of Naruto. Oh, that is limp as anything, isn't it? I don't like that. I don't like that now at the moment, anyway. You're going to have to give this a dose of Naruto. So we just put you down a bit. You can't see how full. There we go. There you go. That's what you're looking at. Oh yeah, because it's got no stability. Yeah, it hasn't. It bloody hasn't. So that's where the compactation comes from. But I may have to water this in a sec. Just to get a bit more stability on that, you know what I mean? It doesn't help with all that weight of that wire either. But what we're going to do is we're going to give that a water. And I'll be right back and we'll see what it looks like with this stability. Alright, she just be watered. Watered? Watered. My God, she's just been watered. Get a closer look at that situation. How's she looking? Well, we'll find out in 1 second. Get that working out. Nice. So I like to do that to compact it to get to the angle I want. But it's not going to be outside, so it's not going to be in the elements like it is now. It just needs to start growing. So before I fill this up to the level, I'm going to get some Naruko. And if you've been watching my channel, then you know all about Naruko. It's a Japanese slow release fertiliser. Natural. It moulds up, but by God, it does a good bloody job. I'll be getting some more of this bag. This stuff. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, I think. That'll do. Let's not go crazy. It's not Christmas just yet, is it? What the fuck did I do with that lid? What did I do with the lid? Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. Yeah, so now we've done that, what we will do is yeah, that's fine how that is. Can you see it all? That's all that. And what we'll do is we'll just top that up with my mix. Now you don't want to top it too much, because that lip, that rim, you don't want it level with that, or when you water it's just going to cascade over and get everything wet. You don't want that. No one wants that. No one wants it. I think that's going to be alright actually. We've got less height to contend with. Oh my God. Yep, we'll work with that. We'll work with that for now. I'll water that again. I sort of wanted that over a bit like that. You can go up a bit. That is. Well, there wasn't a lot of root, was there? Talk. Wasn't. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of root, but yeah, she loosey. But we'll water that again, and then we'll see where we are. Oh, she's just been watered yet again. But that is it. That is my cashew nut bonsai tree. Hopeful. Starting. You got to start from somewhere. Like I said, now she's had a bit of a Naruko, and she's got a lot more going on. And we've got one shoot coming out. Well, starting. We got a node coming out. So we'll just see what she does. But if you've enjoyed this and you want to see more of this cashew nut bonsai tree hopeful, then you know what to do. Just like and subscribe to Gizzy Greenfingers. And I'll see you next time. Pow.